Hi, nice to see you. I wanted to give a little salute to all the knowledge seekers out there, all the people on the spiritual path. A path that I've been on myself for many years now, it feels like. A path and a journey that's been absolutely amazing, that's taken me to a lot of amazing places in the world, a lot of experiences that's been beyond words, a lot of connections with beautiful people, a lot of aha moments, a lot of moments where I thought, whoa, this is the truth. This is what is. And the journey continues. So I wanted to give a shout out with a little poem that I first heard in New Zealand some 6 years ago now at a festival, amazing festival called Luminate. And I was at this Qigong workshop, and in comes this guy dressed up like a jester. You know, these people who used to perform in front of the king, dressed up like the Joker. And he comes in and he's juggling these balls and he's sharing this poem with us. And the poem really stuck with me. So now it's my honor to share it with you all. And I don't know if I mentioned, it's written by a guy called Shel Silverstein, and it's called The Perfect High. There once was a boy named Gimme Some Roy. He was nothing like me or you, 'cause laying back and getting high was all he cared to do. As a kid he sat in the cellar, sniffing airplane glue, and then he smoked banana peels when that was the thing to do. He tried aspirin and Coca-Cola, breathed helium on the sly, and his life became an endless search to find the perfect high. But weed just made him want to lay back and eat chocolate chip pizza all night. And the great things he rode when he was stoned looked like shit in the morning light. Speed just made him want to rap all day, and Reds just laid him back. And cocaine rose was sweet to his nose, but the price nearly broke his back. He tried PCP, he tried THC, but they didn't quite do the trick. Papas nearly blew his heart, and mushrooms made him sick. Acid made him see the light, but he couldn't remember it long. And hashish was just a little too weak, and smack was way too strong. Cool arts made him stumble, and booze just made him cry, until he heard of a cat named Baba Fats who knew of the perfect high. Now Baba Fats was a hermit cat living high up in Nepal, high on a cracky mountain top, up a sheer and icy wall. Well, hell, says Roy, I'm a healthy boy, and I'll crawl, climb, or fly, till I find the guru who give me the clue as to what's the perfect high. So out and off goes Gimme Some Roy to a land that knows no time, up a trail no man could conquer, to a cliff no man could climb. For 14 years he climbs that cliff, then back down again he slides. Then he sits and cries, then climbs some more, pursuing the perfect high. He's grinding his teeth, he's coughing blood, he's aching, shaking and weak, starving and sore, bleeding and torn. He reaches the mountain peak, and his eyes blink red like a snow-blind wolf, and he snarls the snarl of a rat, as there in perfect repose and wearing no clothes sits the godlike Baba Fats. What's happening, Fats? Says Roy with joy. I've come to stay my biz. I hear you hip to the perfect trip. Please tell me what it is. For as you can see, says Roy to he, I'm about to die. So for my last ride, Fats, how can I achieve the perfect high? Well, dog my cat, says Baba Fats, another burnout soul, who's looking for an alchemist to turn his trip to gold. But you won't find it in no dealer's stash or on no druggist's shelf. Son, if you want to find the perfect high, please find it in yourself. Why, you jivey motherfucker, says Roy, I've climbed through rain and sleet. I froze 3 fingers off my hand and 4 toes off my feet. I braved the lair of the polar bear and I've tasted the maggot's kiss. Now you tell me the high is in myself, what kind of shit is this? My ears for the froze off, says Roy, had heard all kinds of crap. But I didn't climb for no 14 years to hear your sophomore rap. And I didn't climb up here to hear that the high is on the natch. Now you tell me where the real stuff is, or I kill your guru ass. Okay, okay, says Baba Fats, you're forcing it out of me. There's a land beyond the sun that's known as Sabuli, a wretched land of stone and sand where snakes and buzzards scream. And in this devil gardens blooms the mystic Suzu tree. And every 10 years it blooms one flower as wide as the Key West sky. And the high, and he who eats of the Suzu flower shall know the perfect high. 'Cause the rush comes on like a tidal wave and it hits like the blazing sun. And the high lasts forever and the down don't ever come. But Sabuli land is ruled by a giant who stands 12 cubits high. And if his eyes are reds of his 100 heads, he awaits the passerby. And you must slay the red-eyed giant, and you must swim the river of slime, where the mucus beasts they wait to feast on those who journey by. And if you slay the red-eyed giant, and if you swim the river of slime, there's a blood-drinking witch who sharpens her teeth as she guards the Suzu tree. To hell with your witches and giants, says Roy. To hell with the beast of the sea. Why, as long as the Suzu flower still blooms, hope still blooms for me. And with tears of joy in his snow-blind eyes, he slaps the guru a 5. Then back down again the mount he glides, pursuing the perfect high. Well, that's it, says Baba Fat, sitting back down on his stone, facing another 1,000 years of talking to God alone. It seems, Lord, it's always the same. Old man or bright-eyed youth, it's always easier to sell them some shit than it is to tell them the truth. With mosquitoes in my face, I'm wishing you well.